Hello, I'm Master Pâtissier Eric Lanlard and welcome to the Ideal Show YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share with you a fabulous and super festive recipe for a gingerbread house sponge cakes. So let's go into the process. So my first step is to combine all the sweetness and the darkness of our beautiful cakes. So I've got some light muscovado sugar, which I'm going to put into my mixer. To that, I'm going to add some golden syrup. And then for darkness and to bring my Christmas flavor, I'm going to finally add some pure treacle. It's going to bring some darkness to the sponge, stickiness, and that lovely wintry licorice flavor too. It is very sticky. And then I'm going to add to this some melted unsalted butter. Using the paddle of my stand-up mixer, I'm going to combine all these ingredients together till they are lovely and fluffy. Start on slow speed to avoid any splashing and gradually just increase the speed. What are we looking at that stage is something very pale, fluffy, almost double up in volume. Okay, so our mixture is nice and fluffy, much paler than what we started. You can see here, lovely and creamy. So for the next step, I'm going to add a couple of eggs into it. I'm going to first break them in a separate bowl to avoid any shells, making it easier. So one by one, I'm going to add them into a mixing bowl. I know I give you more dishwashing to do, but at least it's easier if you have any trace of shell, you can just fish it out in your little bowl instead to try to go into the mixtures. So back on the mixer, paddle back on, and we're going to combine those eggs into our sugary mixture. Okay, so my eggs are beautifully incorporated. The mixture is smooth and glossy, exactly what I'm looking for. Add it. So next it's time for our dry ingredients. So I'm just gonna clear that in, and I'm gonna sip into my mixture a plain flour with some bicarbonate of soda, as well as all my beautiful spices, which is gonna bring all that lovely festive flavors. I've got cinnamon, ginger, cloves, which you know is going to make your kitchen smell absolutely delicious, ready in the anticipation of Christmas. Push that flour in to get rid of any little lumps, and at the same time to combine all these lovely dry ingredients. A little tip here, always start mixing with a silicone spatula so that you avoid the big cloud of flour into your kitchen when you put it back into the mixer. And I'm going to put it back on my mixer and just combine it together. I don't want to overmix it. So my drying are beautifully incorporated. The mixture is glossy, spinning around beautifully, and the fragrance of the spices are already starting to make the effect. So a final ingredient, and this one is maybe a little bit surprising, a little bit of water, hot water, just to loose up our mixture so it's going to roll beautifully into our beautiful tin. So I'm just going to add that gently with my mixer spinning on slow speed, adding a lovely little stream of hot water. Okay, I don't want to overmix it. As soon as the water is all in and the mixture is nice and smooth, I stop my mixer and we're gonna get our tin ready. So my mixture is ready. It's beautifully smooth, and you can see it's lovely and soft as well. That means it's gonna go every single little design into my Bundt cake we see here. This is a very special Bundt cake because it does look like a little gingerbread house. It's absolutely stunning, super cute. The family and the kids, they will love it. And that's a great alternative than trying to build your own gingerbread house. And I have to say, it tastes much better as well. A little secret of the trade, when it's time to grease any Bundt cake, doesn't matter which design, do it like the professional and use a release spray. You can buy it from any cake decorating shops on the website or on the internet. Even in some supermarket, they sell it too. You just spray it into the tin, and because it's lovely and thin, and there's a common spray, it does go into every single little crack and design of your tin. And I can promise you, 99% sure, 100% sure, then your cake's gonna come out in one piece. Okay, time to turn our mixture into our tin. So my tin is now filled 3/4 up, like this. Just before I put it in the oven, what I'm gonna do is on a tea towel, gently, I'm gonna do a little tap, tap, tap. Very technical word, just to try to avoid any air pocket and just making sure that the mixture is definitely going into every single design, including this lovely little Christmas tree on the side. Our cake is now ready to go into the oven. My oven is created at 170 degrees Celsius. I'm using a fan oven as well. You know how to adjust your personal oven at home as well. It should take around 50 minutes. But remember, every oven is different. So always reduce your timer a little bit and double shake it. I do it the old school way. A sharp knife into it. When it comes out clean, it's ready. Here we go. Look at this beautiful gingerbread house. No need for sticking biscuit together or to make shortbread. It's all there in one go. It's still slightly warm, so it's already smells so delicious. The only thing we need now is a little bit of snow. And of course, everything looked better with a little bit of edible glitter, just to give that glistening, Christmassy look. Some white edible glitter. Let's catch the light. So this is my gingerbread house sponge cake. Beautiful, 3-dimensional, a great centerpiece for the festive season. Where you can even gift them when you go to see your friends. And of course, the proof is in the pudding. So I'm gonna start at the back window. Slice. Okay. Oh, look at the color of that sponge. This is absolutely delicious. I can imagine it having it with a hot chocolate, or why not a glass of mulled wines. I'm Eric Lanlard. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us on the ID Young Show YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, don't forget to buy your tickets for the Cake and Bake Show 2025.